That's how you fucking get bitch
Some
down.
simple yogic tantric invocation mantras for partaking of ganja are Alak, Alak Niranjan, Bam Bam Bholenath, Bom Shiva, Om Namah Shivaya, Hara Hara Dambo, Alak.
Calm down, mate.
Also, Kailash Pati Bole Mati, Kailash Pati Bole Mati,
Call it the herb, man.
meaning
Call it
Lord
that.
of the Kailash mountain with a simple mind. In Jamaica, ganja is also called Kali weed, deriving from Kali Ma, the black mother goddess who the herb is often offered to in magic rites. Prayer, thanks, and mantra before partaking always increases the high and upful vibrations. The Ethiopian Zion Coptic Church has this to say about marijuana. The area with the widest cultural use of psychoactive hemp is probably the African continent. Marijuana was a part of the native way of life when white men first arrived in Africa, a continent of cannabis cultures where marijuana was an integral part of religious ceremony. Africans were observed inhaling the smoke from piles of smoldering hemp. Some of these piles were placed upon altars. Africans also utilized pipes. The African Daga marijuana cults believed that holy cannabis was brought to earth by the gods. A sacred device used to partake of herbs is common in all the ganja traditions. Names for these include chilam in India, also called that in Jamaica, chalice and chalwar from the Rastafari culture, kanupa and chalumet are from the Native American culture, also known as the peace pipe. The pipe is considered an altar or even a deity that can be shared in communion with fellow participants to come into vibrational alignment with the group, or to work magic or offer prayers to Great Spirit, Mahapurusha, Haile Selassie I. When we examine the last chapter of the Bible, Revelations chapter 22, verse 2, we find some important information related to the tree of life, which was mentioned first in Genesis at the Garden of Eden. The verse reads, "The tree of life which bears 12 manner of fruits, and yielded her fruit every month, and the leaves of the tree were for the healing of the nations." In the Bible, fruits are known as works, or produce, what something can bring forth. Marijuana certainly has 12 or more productive uses it can bring forth, and it can do so monthly. Following are 12 common uses and works of the ganja plant that can definitely assist in healing the nations. Food, clothes, shelter, medicine, prayer and meditation, cosmetics, industrial uses, sustainable agriculture, improving the economy, improving education, paper, and transportation. All of these fruits have been produced by ganja, and if we used marijuana to its full capabilities, we could probably heal most, if not all, the ills of the world. And I express heartfelt gratitude for the holy ganja, tree of life. Haile Selassie,
See that?
we doing today? Anything I can do? Anything at all?
Hey, I'll say it again. You should check out that laptop in the clubhouse. You can run businesses on there, start grow houses, cut cocaine, manufacture currency, whatever. For real, it's worth your time.
This is a production of World Video Bible School. To God be the glory.
Come on, you.
This may involve a drying out period in which no alcohol is allowed.
What can we do to it?
Word alcohol is said to be derived from the Arabic
What can I
al-kuhu,
help you with?
which refers to a body-eating spirit, and is the source of the modern word ghoul. Perhaps this is why alcoholic drinks are called spirits, and informally, booze. And we all know the malefic effects of consuming alcohol, which is known as the consumption, which is the consumption of one's body and the degeneration and the degradation of one's own body. And of course, anyone who has lived with alcoholism or an alcoholic knows the effects of alcohol and how it affects the human consciousness and the human psyche. Literally, they become blackout drunk, and they essentially, figuratively and allegorically, seem to become possessed by some sort of consumptive spirit from consuming this alcohol. And of course, it literally eats the body, and it degenerates the cells and destroys the brain cells, destroys the human mind, and it literally opens one up to external influences, i.e. the substance itself.
Alcohol's bad. Ah, you scary motherfucker.
Anything for a drink. Get my goddamn soul. Just a glass of beer.
What's he need then? Now what do you need?
Hi, Lloyd. A little slow tonight, isn't it?
Yes, it is, Mr. Torrance. What would be?
I'm glad you asked me that, Lloyd. Because I just happen to have 2 20s and 2 10s right here in my wallet. I was afraid they were going to be there next April. So here's what. You slip me a bottle of bourbon, a little glass, and some ice. You can do that, can't you, Lloyd? You're not too busy, are you?
No, sir. I'm not busy at all.
Good man. You set him up and I'll knock him back, Lloyd. One by one. White man's burden, Lloyd, my man. White man's burden. Say, Lloyd, it seems I'm temporarily late. How's my credit in this joint anyway?
Your credit's fine, Mr. Torrance.
That's swell. I like you, Lloyd. I always liked you. You were always the best of them. Best goddamn bartender from Timbuktu to Portland, Maine. Or Portland, Oregon, for that matter.
Thank you for saying so.
I never laid a hand on him, goddammit. I didn't. I wouldn't touch one hair on his goddamn little head. I love the little son of a bitch. I'd do anything for him. Any fucking thing for him.
never let me forget what happened. I did hurt him once, okay? It was an accident. Completely unintentional. Could have happened to anybody. And it was 3 goddamn years ago. The little fucker had thrown all my papers all over the floor. All I tried to do was pull them up. A momentary loss of muscular coordination. Few extra foot-pounds of energy per second.
The effects of consuming alcohol on the human body, literally, well, alcohol is fermentation, and fermentation in the human body opens up, creates an environment ideal for parasites to come in and literally to consume that fermentation in order to break down those acids that are formed through the fermentation process. So the consumption of alcohol literally leads to the consumption of your physical body, as well as the consumption of the human spirit. It is literally the death of the human spirit, the human soul.
Do you think parasites are connected with a lot of the diseases we have today?
No.
I think it exists. I don't think it's a big problem.
Are you interested in knowing what parasites do to you?
Probably,
Yeah.
Probably not for me. I'll kind of be honest, it doesn't really interest me. There's tons of people that have parasites and don't even know it.
It's a very big issue. At the beginning, I didn't believe that I had parasites.
People need to cleanse more often.
I did. I had parasites. That was a nasty thing.
I was really shocked when I found out that this is something that affects every single living human. In fact, every single living organism on the face of the earth.
I experienced parasites coming out of my body about 3, 4, 5 times.
You could be leading a healthy lifestyle. You could be jogging, eating raw food, taking vitamins, and all those kind of things. But these guys don't care. These guys are persistent. They're dangerous. They're deadly. They've been around for millions of years. They know what they're doing. And they're inside of all of us, and we're constantly being exposed to this.
There's definitely a problem with it.
There's a war going on that's going on inside every one of us, and this is something that we all need to take very seriously.
This is not science fiction. This is scary, it's real, and it's serious. Monsters living inside us, they eat our bodies and control our emotions, urges, and thoughts. A Discover magazine feature article said that every living thing has at least one parasite that lives inside of it, and humans have far more. This silent issue is so important, former President Jimmy Carter is putting intensive efforts into increasing global awareness of this serious issue.
As a colon hydrotherapist for approximately 21 years now, you wouldn't believe what I see coming out of people's bodies.
This is not just a third world country thing. Everybody has them. Even normal people with lots of money living in suburbia who take showers 3 times a day. If you eat sushi, you have parasites. 1 square inch of raw sushi meat can contain 10,000 parasite larvae and eggs that begin hatching inside you the minute you eat it. The most common kind is tapeworms, which can grow to 60 feet long and live in your intestines for decades.
When I have clients that absolutely love sushi, I find that they have an inordinate amount of that particular problem of like clusters of parasites.
If you have pets, you are guaranteed to have parasites. It doesn't matter if you're vegetarian, raw foodist, vegan, or macrobiotic. Even the healthiest and richest people on earth have parasites. You can't kill them all, only control them, because our bodies have trillions of cells which rely on helpful bacteria like probiotics to work right. If we kill all the organisms in our body, we kill ourselves. The secret is to keep the bad guys to a minimum. Make our bodies so healthy and clean, the undesirable guests won't want to stick around. Don't feed them the junk food they love. Sweet stuff, bread, alcohol, rice, pasta, milk, cookies, crackers, cereal, meat, teas, cooked foods, refined carbohydrates, soft drinks, commercial fruit juices, junk foods. They love the food you love and hate the food you hate. Even letting yourself become run down energetically allows them to get stronger. So who's winning, you or them? There are hundreds of thousands of types of parasites, ranging from huge worms to the single-celled amoebas that can cross the blood-brain barrier and begin digesting your brain and other organs like your liver, heart, and kidneys. They are silent. They move very slowly so you don't feel them or know they're there. That's how they want it. If you don't know they're there, then you won't do anything about it. They are are smart. Parasites are living alien creatures who live off of others. They eat your food, they poop their waste inside you, making your blood, lymph, and tissues toxic. We are living in their sewage. Did you know 1/3 of your poop isn't even yours? It's waste that's been pooped out by parasites. You think you're clean? Think again. Everyone has parasites. They're everywhere. It's almost impossible not to come in contact with them. They are in the air. You can breathe them in. A single handshake could transfer over 500,000 organisms. Anything other people touch, shopping carts, door handles, toilet seats, doorknobs, signature pens, daycare centers, diaper changes, and pets, which pick up tiny, unseen organisms from the ground they walk on, carpeting, grass, dirt, lawns, especially grass and lawns that have been used for defecating. Animals lick their butt and then lick their fur, and then you pet that fur, absorbing parasites directly into your skin, while others wait for you to put your hand near your face, where they enter through the nose, mouth, and eyes. They eat your food and use your body as a breeding ground, sucking you dry of nutrition, energy, and life force. Some worms can lay millions of eggs a day. If you break apart a tapeworm, the broken part can regrow into another worm. Common signs of parasites are you're tired a lot, sleeping problems, constant itching, weakness, headaches, lack of appetite, or hungry all the time, especially for sweet foods and carbs, flu-like symptoms, depression, skin problems, acne, arthritis, joint pains, eczema, dermatitis, sinus problems, breathing and lung problems like pneumonia, then uncontrollable coughing, lumps under the skin, cysts, diarrhea and constipation, sometimes alternating back and forth, mucus in your stool, irritable bowel syndrome, stomach aches, cramps, digestion problems, nausea, overly dry lips, vision and eye problems, gas, bloating. Parasites can burrow into your brain and cause nerve damage and eye problems. They can multiply so much in your gut what you think is fat may in fact be entire nests of parasites. They can clog up your digestive tract so much no food can get through, making you constipated. They love to live in your stomach and intestines because that's where all the food goes, and you feed them every day. As a matter of fact, it's said that almost every health condition known can be connected with parasites in some way.
I've seen actual tapeworms come out of a person. It looked like flat, long spaghetti strands. 2 of them.
A 40-foot tapeworm can have 3,000 to 4,000 segments, each one of which can grow into its own piece. It can lay over 1 million eggs a day. If you are skinny and have trouble gaining weight, or have ever had a dog lick your face, if you have abdominal cramping or appendix pains, or liver, gallbladder, pancreas issues, or lung problems, you might very well be host to one or more.
What's up, bro? How you doing, my brother? I'm just recording, by the way. Yeah, I'm just playing around, man. Yeah, Jan and myself, we done alright, man. We done alright. I tried to do some of him tonight, but he'd been up for like fucking 2 days, 3 days, so he was fucked. He weren't really much use to me today. But he's such a cool guy, man. Huh? Yeah, this game can do that to you, man. This game can do that to you, man. Easy. I'm just watching a video on alcohol and its effects on you. You're young, man. You can afford to do all that crap, but it's not even a point. It's not whether you're young or not. I was talking to Jan about it, and he was 10 or 11 when he had to go to hospital, and he had loads of worms taken out of his stomach. And that's just from food that you eat. Like, you don't realise, like, where you've got weight put on, you might be constipated. So you fucking got a belly full of fucking worms that people don't even realise because of the foods they eat, like all sweet stuff and like cheese that's just like, you know, milk that's stale, that's got all bacteria on it and stuff. And people eat like sushi, it's really bad. You get worms in your gut straight away. Anything that can collect bacteria and stuff, like just all the food people eat, you need to eat natural, man. You know what I mean? So you don't get all that sort of stuff in you. It's almost like being controlled by an alien. Like you're not the one that's hungry. The thing inside you is, and it dictates the sweet stuff that you want to put inside your body. It's fucked. It's horrible, man. I'm glad that I don't eat all that sort of stuff anymore. You're being recorded. Someone, I'm on video. Yeah, I'm live streaming. So your voice is gonna be on here. Okay, but I'm recording though. So maybe it's gonna be picked up on my live stream. Yeah, I just said the same to Andy when he came in, because just to let you know, I am actually live streaming, so yeah. Nothing special. No, man, I'm just playing around just in case I do something. I've got it recorded so I know what I did, so I can go back to it. Just playing around. Why not? Sounds like she don't love GTA anymore.
What are we doing today?
How can you be
Anything I
GTA?
can do? Anything at all? What can I help you with?
See if I've got fast enough hands.
Now what do you need?
Open the door. Yeah, but I don't want this on my video. Yeah, I don't want anything. I just don't want anything like that on my video. That's all. But I'm cool, man. I don't business. I did what I wanted to do. So my tongue against his tongue, and there was no battle there. He didn't have any brains. So it was all right for me to sort of dissect him. I was gonna go, but no, man, I'm not. I was sort of like, it's like TV when you see someone walking out, they're about to walk out the door, and they go back and they shut the door and they go back inside and they kill everyone. But they were gonna leave, but then they just changed their mind all of a sudden, and they just shut the door, locked it, and then everybody dies in the room. There isn't any place for racism in this society, man. It's too diverse. It's just too diverse, man. It's too diverse, man. Too diverse, man. I do understand the fact that, people do call each other that, and it doesn't really mean anything, but it's the intent behind it, when someone's got the wrong intention. Yeah, that's right. But like I said, it's the person's intention, and they think they can do it. It's like almost like, oh, I'll do it with my friend, so I'm going to do it to you. No, you're not. Now I think your friends are telling you wrong, mate. I'm helping you now. You go around saying that you said it to the wrong person, because if it's me, and me and you was in a bar, I'd smack you straight in your fucking face, and you'd be surprised. You wouldn't even know why. You'd think it was all right, but no, it's not. It's how you say it, and it's like, you don't know the person, and don't even try it. You know what I mean? You need to know that person well enough to be able to think. That's right. It's just the colour of a car. You know what I mean? I was playing Gran Turismo. There was a race with all silver Zondas in it, about 24 of them. It was one of the hardest races. I don't know, I took a few goes to win. And I finally won. And when you win that race, you get a black Zonda. And you get to race the black Zonda against the silver ones. And it's much quicker than them. So when I got it, I was like, fucking hell, black Zonda, what? Yeah, I don't think it was a Pagani now. I think it was just like the Zonda at the time. I don't think the Pagani was out, but it might be that one. But yeah, it's just from the Zonda, the car. That's all. That's where it comes from. There's a silver race with about 24 of them. I won the race. You get a black one. It's quicker than the silver ones. So that's where the name comes from. And I like them cars anyway. You know what I mean? And plus I'm black. And plus if I was a car, I'd be a car like that too. You know what I mean? If I was an animal, I'd be a Black Panther. You know what I mean? That's right, man. That's right. That's right. You playing the game, Andrew? Andy? Is Psycho on it or what? Are you in my session? Oh, right, there's loads of people in here. There's so much people in here. There's loads of people in here. Where are you? Oh yeah, you are in there. I'll start a job now, I can't. I love the way he says my name in French, man. Oh my god. They say it's sick. Jan. Yeah, he sounds wicked, innit? He sounds like someone from TV. He's got a wicked accent, man. It's so cool. Such a bubbly sort of person, really bubbly. Tonight he was so tired, man. I swear to God, he was so tired. He was so miserable as well. I've never heard him so miserable, but he was cool. He was so cool. I'm telling you, he's been up for so long. Yes, I swear to God, I swear to God, he is such a fucking cool guy. I swear, tonight he just, oh man, tonight he was so funny. Yeah, man. Psycho's quality, mate. He's fucking quality, man. I'm telling you, he's such a lovely human being, man. I'm telling you. He's so caring. It's just, oh, man. I love him. He's such a lovely dude. Really is a lovely guy, man. I swear. Yeah, man, that was cool, man. I just wanted to glitch, you know what I mean? I wasted a lot of time, but it wasn't a waste of time because just, you know what it's like? I'm like do you know what it's like, right? This is what it's like. I'm a staffy and he was a bone and I weren't letting go. And no matter what, or a rag, right? You can tie a rope on a tree high enough, let the staffy grab onto it and it'll be there all day long. And that's what it was. I was a staffy and I wouldn't let him go. I was gonna go, but he threw something at me and it hit me and I come back and I was just a staff. I'm just like a staff, man. I don't stop. I'm just a little staffy. Yeah, I got lockjaw, man. I'm a little staffy, man. I won't shut the fuck up. I'm like a radio. You start me off and that's it, mate. You want to just go or talk me down. If you can talk me down with some intelligence, mate, then I'll listen and shut the fuck up. But if you can't, then I'm going for you, mate. And I won't stop until I'm down to your bone, down to the marrow. Yeah. Oh, did I mention it? Yeah. Yeah. I know. I tell you what made me laugh, yeah. I tell you when I got him, when I said, about his bird. He went fucking ballistic. He went ballistic when I said, I bet your bird's pretty and whatever, and I'll come down there and I'll take her off you and this, that, and everything. He just went mental. That is what? No, I never said that. I never said that. I said something different to that. I didn't say that. I didn't say that. I said he didn't deserve the one that he had. I said he didn't deserve the one that he had. But when I said that to him and he went mental, I knew from there that it's like, from that moment there, I thought, right, I've opened the top of his head and I could just take two hands and scoop his brain out. But at that moment I thought, I could eat that with a little spoon. And I thought, I'm kind of full up from the rest of him. Leave him, because I know I could destroy that cunt and not make him even fucking sleep properly. I swear to God. I swear. So I just thought, let me leave him alone, because I can see he's really weak in certain areas. Like, you know, he don't even fucking know me, and I can affect him from just by what I've said. So, you know, I just thought he's not really worth the rest of the beatdown, the verbal beatdown. Yeah, he didn't really have anything clever to say, man. He wasn't clever enough. If he's clever, I don't mind having a yeah, man. And it was really nice, all the texts you guys sent me, you know what I mean? It was really nice. I thought I'd reply to all of you. I left Andy out last because I wanted to, like, talk to him the most, because I come in and I fucked up his shit. I know you don't really hear me like that, you know what I mean? I was ready to go. You saw that straight away. It was like, look, and I'm off, mate. I don't want to listen to this, and it's like, if he didn't open his mouth again, I would have went, but he opened his mouth one more time, and I thought, no, you shouldn't have done that. You shouldn't have done that. Now you're gonna fucking know. Oh, bruv, I can't. Bruv, that is me. That is me, bruv. I've been brought up like that. You know what I mean? Like when I was about 11, my dad bought me this bike, and it was a racer, and it was Eddie Merckx. It was quite an expensive bike, and this older boy, he stopped me on it, and he grabbed the front of the handlebars, put the front wheel in between his legs, and he said, get off the bike, right? And I thought to myself, nah, I wasn't scared of him. And the only reason why I wasn't scared of him, because if I let him take my bike and I went home to my dad, no matter what beatdown a boy tried to give me, he wouldn't hit me or hurt me more than my dad would. Not that my dad ever hit me in his life, but if I would have let the boy take my bike and go home without my bike, pussy-o. Listen, this boy couldn't take my fucking bike. You mad? He'd have to carry it and walk me with him until he got bored and let go of it and just let me go with it, because there's no way I'm going home without that bike. No way. So, you know, I'm not the sort of person to back down, ever. I've just been brought up like that. Even when this fucking guy, I was like really young, he was playing Knockdown Ginger. I don't know if you know what that is, when you go along people's door and you knock the door and sort of run away to let them come out. Well, we was in these flats, like 3 stories, and we was playing it, and we decided to go back up. And as I was walking across, there was a man there, and he was just looking over the balcony as normal. And as I went to walk past him, and I was the first one out of the 3 of us, my man just punched me straight in the belly, man, I swear to God. This big guy, and I must have been like 11 or something. And my dad was in the pub about 2 minutes away. I ran to my dad and I told him what happened. What do you think he said? Nope. Not let's go back. He said to me basically, like, he's a big man or whatever, and he went, the bigger they are, the harder they fall. Not really that he's a man. And when he said that to me, like, not to come to him to fight my battles, I actually jumped back on my bike and I went back to the flats to go to fight this man, and he wasn't there. Do you understand? Because, like, I realised at that age my dad would not fight my battles, even if it was a man or not. Like, you know, and I thought, the bigger the harder are they fall. And I thought, yeah, if I can hit him to the floor, maybe he won't get up. That's what he's trying to say. So I thought, I'm going to go back. You know, so I'm just not someone to back down. I just don't back down, man. I'm not stupid. I know when to back down, but if you push me in a corner and I'm not, no matter what you are, you could have a fucking gun to my head. Of course, mate. Of course. Of course. Of course. Of course, man. Yeah, you just have to be, you've got to be good, man. That's really weird. Let me kick everyone out of this party. Fred. Fred to get German party.
Tapeworms, pinworms. If you have sleeping problems, itchy butt, joint pain, or female problems, those are common pinworm symptoms. Whipworms are a type of roundworm that secretes a digestive fluid that liquefies your colon wall so they can eat it. Over 1 million people have whipworms. Roundworms look like fat spaghetti and are one of the most common human infections.
Oh, I'm fine, sweetheart. I was good. I felt so good after that. Bust him up. Bust up his head. I felt good.
Causing uncontrollable coughing where they are swallowed so they can go back down in the intestines where they lay more eggs and start the whole thing all over again. Roundworms cause pneumonia-like symptoms, breathing problems, chest tightness.
Oh. You playing this game, Andy? Yeah. What are you doing? Oh. I need someone to release me. I need someone to release me from a glitch, man. And them to quit it when I need them to quit. Like, not. Huh? No. Go to jobs, like online. Go online. I'll teach him quickly. It's easy. Yeah, go to jobs. Go to jobs. Go to Rockstar Created. Right, go to jobs. Go online. Go to jobs. Online. Go to jobs. Play job. Rockstar Created. Go to missions. Hold on 1 second. Let me just find you. Hold on, Griff. Start a mission. Titan of a job. The one that's at the top. Invite me to it. Just invite me to it. Go to friends. Go back. Circle if you press something. Just go back. What, you've started the job? That's cool. You can go back. Just invite friends. Go to friends list. You've done it. I think you've done it, haven't you? You've invited me, yeah? You've invited me? Oh, cool. Oh, for fuck's sake. Can you press circle and quit that job? Like, come out of the whole of it. Just don't start it or anything. Just come out. You done that? Quality. Sweet. That's what I need you to do. No. Because you quit. That's what I needed you to do. Because I was trapped in the car. I just need to get out. You can come in if you want. Just need to get out of the car, man. You got me out of the glitch. I was stuck. I want to stick the car inside the garage, but when I do that, I'll get stuck in it as well. So I need someone to get me out so I can carry on. Yeah, man, that was easy. Accept that and come in with me, man. I need you. Maybe you can sit in the car with me and, yeah, sit in the car with me. Oh, what the fuck? Sit in this car with me. You sit in this car with me. And then I'll do the glitch. Come in this gold one. That gold one here. Yeah. Oh man, I know, man. I'll stay out for 48 hours as well sometimes, man. I hope they weren't gonna say that. I reckon one of them's gonna mess me right up. Oh, quality. Quality. Right. He's not gonna be in there, is he?
What can we do to it? What are you after? Make I'm always here.
Come on, hurry up. Took so long. That took X. Oh, and it pulled out of the car back in as well. It took that long. Only because you're in the car, it might be. That's cool. Let me try something. Okay, sweetheart. Cool. Good night, sweetheart. Sweet dreams. Sweet dreams. Night. Sorry, it's just my London. That's how we talk. Okay, nothing personal. You know, innit? Right. Let me try to. Cool. Right, get in there.
What's she need then? Anything I can do? Anything at all?
That's a weird angle. What's that? Yeah, man. About to disturb me. That's all I want to see. Oh, look at me messed that up. That's really messed up. Try that again. For Josh. Yeah, man, I think so too. I think it's going to be a half at both of them.
What were you looking for? What can I help you with?
I think so. I think you probably knock him out in the 5th round. If you don't knock him out by 5 rounds, then, or 6 rounds, or 7 by the 7th round, then I think Klitschko will go all the way with him. He's got to knock him out by the 4th or 5th round just to show that he's ready. I mean, first round. Yeah, go on. Yeah, first round needs to feel him out. Oh, what am I doing?
Be your best you.
Second round. Yeah, that's right. Third round, take a few more chances. Fourth round, get a little bit more stuck in. And fifth round, try and knock him out. You've got to try and knock him out. Yeah, it's true.
What are we doing today?
Fight. The fuck didn't that work?
Now what do you need?
Of course, man. That's right, 100%. Of course.
Look after yourself.
Look at that. What the fuck? I didn't do that. We actually drove outside. I pressed circle and it fucking made me drive out. Where did you go? Okay. Cool. Just fucked it up.
Heart problems, fluid retention, mucus in the lungs, nagging cough, digestive problems, stomach pains, cramping, nausea, bloating, malnutrition, protruding stomach, and intestinal blockages. Sushi is one of the major sources of tapeworms, which can grow to over 50 feet long in your intestines.
Oh,
Walking
disgusting.
barefoot is a good way to pick them up, not just in dirt and grass or in the house of pets, but also the beach. Hookworms, remember the movie Alien? Hookworms have 4 sets of teeth, so they can eat your intestinal walls and suck your blood. People with hookworms lose a lot of blood and don't even know it. Parasites can penetrate the placenta in a pregnant woman and enter the baby. They can even be passed through breast milk. Parasites can even contribute to infertility and childbirth difficulties. If a child is born, it can have retarded mental and physical abilities. People with parasites are never living life to its fullest capacity because they are sucked dry of energy, minerals, nutrition. They are tired all the time, depressed, and barely alive. All their life force goes to the parasites. We're all subject to this, like it or not. It's a fact. Tests done at funeral homes show that 97% of the body fluids in people are totally consumed with parasites and worms. Scientists are just beginning to discover exactly how powerful and disturbing these hidden monsters can be. Our cells are controlled by chemical signals. Parasites emit a chemical that directly affects our behavior, thoughts, decisions, and urges. Think about that. Something inside us that's not us, causing us to make unsafe decisions, so we eat, drink, and do things that benefit the parasite, including physical contact with other people, so the parasite can spread. Why do we eat foods and do things we know are bad for us? Why is this so hard to resist? They look like snakes. Even look at these scenes.
Wow!
The parasite is Satan.
You lazy piece of shit!
Ruining our health,
Oh, Christ!
relationships, and ruining our lives. Throughout all of history, they've been warning us. Think about it. From the very beginning, we were tempted by the serpent. What's really creepy is the thought there's a serpent within each of us, tempting us to do things we really shouldn't. In this engraving from the 1500s, we can see Adam and Eve feeding the serpent, the parasite. To many, true health and being a loving, monogamous relationship is paradise, and feeding the serpent exiles you.
Give me them dollars.
Everything is more connected than anything.
Oh, you liberty. Who is that fucking fool?
Start by doing the right thing. Don't give in to temptation. Clean your environment and your body. Stop eating foods that feed parasites. Do a serious 3-month parasite cleanse.
Oh, look what this cunt's made me fucking end up.
Okay, I want to talk about detoxification. Your body is basically just trillions of cells and 2 major fluids, blood and lymph. Blood feeds the cells, lymph is the sewer system. And if it gets clogged, bad things happen. You see, when lymph stagnates, it hardens and turns to acid, which damages organs, glands, joints, etc., causing soreness, inflammation,
Ooh, someone killed me for no reason.
acid damage in the brain leads to dementia, in the eyes, cataracts, in the lungs, COPD or emphysema, in the joints, arthritis, in the colon, Crohn's disease or IBS, the list goes on and on. Also, when lymph burns away its cells for a long time, they can mutate and become
Hello. What can I do for you?
to be cleaned constantly, yet most adult kidneys are not filtering lymph properly. Dirty lymph becomes a breeding ground for all sorts of nasty creatures like viruses, bacteria, and parasites, leading to ailments like lupus, Lyme, fibromyalgia, candida, etc. Medical community would want to give you
And what are you gonna pay?
individual symptoms
I'm on it.
Detoxification is also essential to purge the onslaught of toxins we're being exposed to, like pesticides, food additives, household chemicals, air and water pollution, radiation, and lots more.
Meriwether, because security is a private matter, what can I do for you?
According to our own government, Americans now have more than a 40% chance of getting cancer. If you're an African American,
All our teams are out on call. Please try later. Don't hesitate to call back.
coronary heart disease now kills over 400,000 Americans a year. I urge you to get your moving and detox the body.
What's up with it?
Here's a test. Put it into a jar if you want it to be cloud.
Man, the homie MIA right now. We gonna have to hit that shit another time. I'll catch you next time.
You jerk. You're so smart, right? You're so smart, yeah. Fucking asshole. So smart, yeah.
Now, when we look at alcohol itself,
You dumb bastard.
poison. As in, pick your poison. What's your poison?
You're a fucking wanker.
As if it's some kind of joke.
I'm
as
a
if
bitch,
it's not
man. You're a pussy.
literally, which it literally is poison.
Pussy.
And when we look at the actual branding
Pussy.
of some of the alcohol out there
Pussy.
that's being marketed by these Illuminati corporations, such as, here we have this brand of wine called Poison Zinfandel, and their slogan, "The wine to die for," must be owned by hardcore Satanists. One must know that the wine industry is procured by some of the most elite Satanists, such as the Rothschild dynasty. One need only study the labels and the symbolism to have that fact slap you in the face, let alone to research the social connections, not to mention the disgraceful effects of alcohol on the human being, especially when we consider consciousness affects the
I'm gonna take out a gun because I was brucking him up, little pussy.
kill you, especially with these brandings and these labels, with the words such as poison labeled right on the bottle itself, engraved into the bottle.
Damn! Damn!
This next series of photographs are the work of Japanese researcher Mr. Masuro Emoto from his book, The Message from Water. Mr. Emoto's work provides factual evidence that human vibrational energy, thoughts, words, ideas, and music affect the molecular structure of water. Please remember that water comprises over 70% of a mature...
So, everything has been taken care of. I'll speak to you soon.
Water is the very source of all life. This photo shows the beautifully formed geometric design of the Yushi Spring water. This next photo is from the Shimanto River, the last clean spring in Japan. Notice the extraordinary geometric forms. The fact that the molecular structure of water can be affected by our consciousness, our intent, and our sounds is extremely important. This photo is from the Mount Cook Glacier in New Zealand. Mr. Emoto has been visually documenting these molecular changes in water by means of his photographic techniques. He
cops in here.
Stream water. Look at the difference. Mr. Emoto decided to see what effects music would have upon the structure of water. He placed distilled water between two speakers for several hours while playing different music and then photographing the crystals that formed after the water was frozen.
Dickhead!
This photo
Covering you! We gotta get out of here!
This photo is a box.
Hey there. What can I help you with?
This photo is water exposed to Chopin's farewell song. This next photo is water being exposed and affected to music that was designed.
Cover me, alright?
This photo is of water being exposed to the Kawachi folk dance.
Oh, hey! You're in trouble. Okay. I'll deal with it.
Heavy metal music upon the water. Here now we can compare the effects of healing versus heavy metal music.
You scumbag!
What happens to the water molecules? Mr. Emoto decided to see how thoughts and words affected the formation of untreated distilled water crystals by typing words onto paper and then taping this paper onto glass bottles overnight. This photo shows the effects of the words, thank you. This next photo shows the effects of the words, love and appreciation. This photo shows the effects of the words, you make me sick, I will kill you. And here we can compare the effects of thank you with the you make me sick, I will kill you. Very, very different geometric forms being incurred through the attention. Now this photo is of a very polluted and toxic water from the Fujiwara Dam.
Hey, I seen you ain't been on that laptop.
The Fujiwara Dam, after a Buddhist monk had offered a prayer over it. Prayer, that sound coupled with intention, seems to have an extraordinary ability of restoring water to its natural, harmonious, geometric symmetry. And in this photo we can compare the toxic water and then the effects of praying over the water. It's really quite impressive. These photographs that we've just seen show proof that not only does sound have the ability of affecting and changing physical structure, but that with regard to the molecular structure of water, that our intent with our sound is extremely important. This may have great implications for the future of both personal and planetary harmony and healing.
Alcohol has further roots in the constellation of Perseus, and the star known as Algol, or Al-Guhul, which comes from Arabic Ra'az al-Ghul, meaning the demon's head. Al-Ghul literally signifies a mischief maker, and the name still appears in the modern word ghoul. Every 68 hours and 49 minutes, this demon star blinks for roughly 8 hours as the dimmer star of the pair passes between the brighter star and the Earth. The Gorgon's head, a ghastly sight, deformed and dreadful, and a sign of woe. The Hebrews knew Algol as Rosh Hashanah, Satan's head, but also as Lilith, Adam's legendary first wife, the nocturnal vampire from the lower world that reappeared in demonology, the Middle Ages, as the witch Lilith, one of the characters in Goeth's Walpurgis Night. Ra's al Ghul is a fictional supervillain appearing in American comic books published by DC Comics, commonly as an adversary of the superhero Batman. Ra's al Ghul's high status as a supervillain has also caused him to come into conflict with Superman and other superheroes in the DC universe. So in other words, Al Ghul, or Alcohol, is the supervillain, and
adversaries. Welcome to WatchMojo.com, and today we will explore the comic book origins of Ra's al Ghul.
Well, are you man enough to face your better?
As with most comic book characters, there are often reimaginings and different versions to a character's past. We have chosen to primarily follow the storyline which unfolded in 1971's Batman number 232, and which was expanded upon in 1992's Batman, Birth of the Demon. Ra's al Ghul was born nearly 700 years ago. He grew up in a tribe of Chinese nomads wandering the Arabian desert. Fascinated with science, he decided to leave his tribe at a young age to live in a city and become a physician. There he married the love of his life. Soon after, Raz discovered a natural pool of chemicals that could restore life and heal injury. Calling it the Lazarus Pit, he used it to save the life of a dying prince. Unfortunately, the life-giving pool had the side effect of causing the royal to go mad and kill Raz's wife. The Sultan blamed Raz for the murder, as he couldn't admit that his own son had committed the crime. In turn, Raz was taken to the desert and left to die in a cage with his wife's corpse. Rescued by the grandson of one of his patients, the duo soon sought out Raz's nomadic tribe. Together, they overthrew the Sultan and his kingdom. This was done through Raz's advanced understanding of germs and disease. He used this knowledge to infect the prince, and in turn was asked for a cure. Instead, Raz slaughtered the royal family and the entire city. From then on, he became known as Ra's al Ghul, Arabic for the demon's head. Using the Lazarus Pit to extend his own life, he experienced an immediate burst of madness. While it turned out to be a short-term effect, he would never again be fully sane. He then traveled around the globe for several centuries and fought in countless wars. Eventually becoming an incredible warrior and master martial artist, Raz soon started despising those who would destroy the world's natural beauty. In response, he used his accumulated wealth to become the head of an international eco-terrorist organization called the Demon, as well as leading the League of Assassins. With countless ninjas at his command, he set forth to eliminate all evil around him. This eventually became a full-fledged mission to eradicate all of humanity in a bid to wipe the slate clean and start over. This agenda eventually spurred numerous clashes with Batman, who has constantly defied his plans. Early in their encounters, Raz's daughter Talia al Ghul fell in love with Batman. This prompted the immortal to consider Batman as a potential heir and discovered his true identity.
Just how did you learn who I am?
I control a vast global organization, Detective.
Due to Batman's insistence on defending a corrupt world and preventing genocide, Raz has since made Batman his mortal enemy. One of the Caped Crusaders' many iconic foes, Ra's al Ghul has appeared in various media overviews. Among these, he's best known for his portrayal by Liam Neeson and his decoy, played by Ken Watanabe, in 2005's blockbuster, Batman Begins.
Oh, court is in session, bitch!
Has to be destroyed.
Alcohol has a vibratory, disintegrating, dissolving, and destructive tendency, drying our tissues and destroying nerve cells. It's clearly evident that alcohol tends to eliminate the capacity for independent thought and calm judgment since it fatally stimulates fantasy. It also shockingly debilitates ethical sense and individual liberty. Dictators, tyrants of all times would aware that it is easier to govern and enslave a nation of drunkards than that of sober ones. It's also well known that you can make someone in a state of intoxication accept any suggestion and carry out deeds which are contrary to their sense of decency and morality. The influence of alcohol on crime is notorious, so much so that it is unnecessary to stress that fact. Abominable alcohol turns incessantly within the vicious circle of time. It works itself in everywhere.
You're through to your garage. You, need me to bring you a ride? It's coming at you.
The silver goblet under the gilded ceiling of a pompous palace, or making long-haired bard in some dreadful tavern sing. Malignant alcohol is at times very subtle and diplomatic. What does time not erode? Already our dear parents were inferior to our coarse grandparents. We are worse than they, and we are followed by corrupt descendants of the withered decadence between liquor and tragedy. With the passage of time, the atoms of the secret enemy, similar to microscopic pieces of glass, are encrusted within the living cells of the human organism. Divine beings as well as human beings know well that the demon alcohol takes possession of the human body very subtly and slowly until, one day, it precipitates us toward the abyss of drunkenness and insanity. Astrologers, of course, said alcohol was the most unfortunate, violent, and dangerous star in the heavens, and it certainly has been one of the best observed and the most noteworthy variable in the northern sky. It causes misfortune, violence, most common in people who have a history of alcohol withdrawal. It is especially common in those who drink 4 to 5 pints of wine, 7 to 8 pints of beer, or 1 pint of hard alcohol every day for several months. Delirium tremens also commonly affects people who have used alcohol for more than 10 years. Symptoms most often occur within 48 to 96 hours after the last drink, but they can occur 7 to 10 days after the last drink. Symptoms may get worse quickly and can include body tremors, changes in mental function, agitation, irritability, confusion, disorientation, decreased attention span, deep sleep that lasts for a day or longer, delirium, excitement, fear, hallucinations, seeing or feeling things that are not really there, increased activity, quick mood changes, restlessness, excitement, sensitivity to light, sound, and touch, stupor, sleepiness, fatigue. Seizures may occur without other symptoms of delirium tremens. Most common in the first 12 to 48 hours after the last drink. Most common in people with past complications from alcohol withdrawal. Symptoms of alcohol withdrawal including anxiety, depression, fatigue, headache, insomnia, difficulty falling and staying asleep, irritability and excitability, loss of appetite, nausea, vomiting, nervousness, jumpiness, pale skin, palpitations, sensation of feeling the heartbeat, rapid emotional changes, shakiness, sweating, especially on the palms of the hands or the face. Other symptoms that may occur: chest pain, fever, stomach pain. Delirium tremens is a medical emergency. The healthcare provider will perform a physical exam. Signs may include heavy sweating, increased startle reflex, irregular heartbeat, problems with eye muscle movement, rapid heart rate, rapid muscle tremors. Long-term and preventative treatment should begin after the patient recovers from delirium tremens symptoms. This may involve a drying out period in which no alcohol is allowed. Total and lifelong avoidance of alcohol. Counseling. Going to support groups such as AA or whatever support you can get. This video ended up getting a little into the realm of the religious aspect, of which I would like to apologize.
Anything you need, boss.
And as always, as I always say in my videos, any of these manifestations are simply aspects of one's psychology. So any of these experiences are results and direct manifestations of one's own personal level of consciousness.
solo hunt has come to an end. I'm doing my piece. Now I have some ideas. Audi like Quattro to the next live stream.
Hello and welcome to SSRF's Spiritual Research Series on leading a spiritually beneficial lifestyle.
you see here, at the center of the flat earth plane, is the Holy Grail. This is where you'll drink from the living waters and become superhuman. It's rubbed in your face 24/7. There's no way to fuck this up. You see this, people? The black hole sun at the center of the flat earth plane, where you drink from the living waters and become superhuman. What you're looking at here is the military flag and the civilian flag. The civilian flag says, don't shoot us. We're women and children. See, you don't have sandbags around your home. You don't drive Humvees. You don't carry machine guns. Your kids don't go to military school. You should be flying the civilian flag, not the military flag. It's just that simple. They've suppressed this information from you. They've taken this idea out of your head. Look, your children pledge allegiance to the wrong flag. They're not going to military school. There's no sandbags around the school. They don't carry machine guns. They don't wear fatigues. You know, they don't drive Humvees. It's that they go to a non-military school. They should be flying a civilian flag at all the civilian places out there, whether it be schools, churches, whatever. But they're all flying the wrong fucking flag. That's because you've all been brainwashed. And they're going to keep you in wartime for your whole life. They say World War II is still going on because Japan and Russia didn't sign over some island. So you're going to be kept in this state of war your whole life because you're a fucking retard. They rub in your face this monkey idea and that you're on a ball floating through space as an accident, when that's not the case. And then they hide the truth right there in plain sight. You see the black hole sun right over there rubbed in your face? This is where the great dragon Typhon, the mother of all creation, comes shooting out of. At the very center of the flat earth plane, you'll see the aurora borealis shooting out of the black hole sun. It's that you bow your head in prayer to the black sun. You close your eyes, make a wish to the black sun. You blow out the candle, focus your intent onto the black sun. You throw a coin into the wishing well for the black sun. You've been worshiping Lucifer your whole entire life. You set up your spear of destiny, your Christmas tree piercing the side of Jesus Christ, who's on the cross, and Jesus is the sun that goes round and round and round. That's why you spiral your fucking lights. Everybody's so filthy retarded, they can't even see that every compass is a spear of destiny pointing to the Holy Grail, the Garden of Eden. Paradise has already been found, and everybody's so filthy retarded, it's crazy.
It's the same story over and over and over. So you hear wormwood and all these things, they're telling you. That's because the sun has to bend its light into the hole. They're rubbing in your face. That's funny, you say, Satan this, Satan that. Look at your Christmas tree. That's a swastika you've been setting up every year. And that's the arrow that's the arrow that pierces Jesus Christ who's on the cross. You see it? It's an arrowhead. And you string it with spiral lights down it, and you kiss under the mistletoe, and it's the 666, as above, so below, all over your face. But you just can't see it because you're like bent and confused. You graduate from school and you put this thing on your head. You're not straight up and down like the civil flag shows you. You don't even know what a civil flag is. There's no sandbags around your school or your home. You don't drive Humvees. You don't wear fatigues. You don't carry machine guns. You're not going to a military school. You should have a civilian flag flying around your home and at your schools and all your public places, because the civil flag says it says don't shoot us, we're women and children. So they wipe this out of your brains. They consider you the rat. See it? You think you're a star, but you're really the rats. And you smoke your mentee hole cigarettes, and they're laughing in your face. You think the Bible is telling you something it's not. Cain and a bull, and Jesus and Satan, and your candy canes. It's just funny. You put your wedding ring on your limp finger, not on your fuck you finger. That's because you're on wormwood, and they're laughing at you, that you can't see anything, that they rub this shit in your face, that you see this pawn over here? You need to get in that hole at the center of the dish now. Now, people, we need to get to the center of the dish where every compass points to. Now, that's the land of milk and honey. Okay?
That's right.
That's where we need to get to.
You know, you play pin the tail on the donkey. They rub this in your face. At the center of the flat earth plane is the Holy Grail, where you'll drink from the living waters and get eternal life. It's just that simple. It's right over there. And everybody is so retarded they can't see it. Every compass is pointing to the Holy Grail. That's right. And everybody, you know, they think they're on a ball floating through space is an accident. Listen to me very carefully. You don't have to like it. Right now, you're absentee. Your birth certificate, they took the soul off your foot. It's being held in the Vatican. Davy Jones's locker. Your soul is owned by the devil. Look it up. So, what I'm telling you is that the
court summons you to court because you're lost at sea. You're presumed dead. And you're a monster with no inheritable blood, cannot be heir to any land by legal definition. You are officially dead.
As crazy as it sounds, your blood is so powerful that you could take over Satan's life, gain all his power, and bring forth heaven and earth without anybody liking it or not. I've stolen this power of Satan, and nobody can stop me. This fucking world is mine. I can actually see it, and you should be fucking shaking in your pants. Until your blood is beside my own, I'm bringing forth heaven and earth, and you don't have to fucking like it. We're all getting our eternal life, and we're getting the fuck out of the Matrix. I am fucking Satan himself in the flesh, standing on gallons of motherfucking blood, with millions of fucking witnesses, thousands of motherfuckers with their blood beside my own. I assure you, we're getting out of here alive. All you need to do is place your blood beside my own. I hold the fucking Lucifer's Trust Fund. I'm paying for everything. Place your fucking blood beside my own. We're getting out of here alive. If you go to my channel and see the type of shit I publish, then you can imagine how many fucking evil Jesus freaks send me hate mail and threats that they're gonna kill me in the name of Jesus Christ. This is kind of funny because you don't have enough motherfucking spiritual currency running through your veins to stop me. I'll remind you often, I have the fucking Holy Spirit. This world is mine. If I don't make videos every day of my life, you won't make it to the Holy Grail, and you will die. And everybody you love will surely die. Jesus can't save you. Only the devil hides his intent. And that's you, until your blood is published for the whole universe to see on the World Wide Web, besides your brethren. You need to make an atonement for your sins, but you think you're sinless, and you have no fucking blood to spill. You're a soulless motherfucking Jesus freak. So I recently pointed out that it doesn't matter what religion you are, whether you think you're an atheist or not. When you get dragged into court, you are summoned to court because they only summons the fucking dead. They took your soul from you at birth. You are one soulless motherfucker until you place your blood beside my own. You want to type into your YouTube search engine blood over intent. Hit enter, scroll down. You'll see all of us. We're writing out, I intend to bring forth heaven and earth, placing our blood on video, and publishing the videos on YouTube under blood over intent so that we're side by side, blood thicker than water. You see us, we're all stacked here. This is the creator scroll. Now, when I say I have the Holy Spirit and I have the Lucifer's Trust Fund, it's true. And it doesn't matter what you believe. I'm taking over this fucking world for the benefit of all. I've made royal proclamations standing on gallons of blood and the Holy Spirit. And it turns out when a king sends out his troops to nail up the proclamation that he makes to the tree by the watering hole or the town square, and nobody kills the king and nobody rises up, it gets woven into reality and nobody has to like it. So you go to the king's court and you see he'll make you swear in a Bible that you're going to tell the truth. And in that Bible it says, Satan, the prince of darkness, owns this world. And I've directed so much blood as the prince of darkness taking over this world for the benefit of all to release everybody from bondage that I was given this mythical Holy Spirit that supposedly pierced the side of Jesus Christ. And I'm telling you, I see what the fuck is up, and it's game over. And nobody has to like it because it's the law of the fucking land.
remembrance is the key to success, the key to your knowing, the key to everything. And playing video games was one fascinating thing when you were a kid. You loved to get points, and you loved saving lives. Fact is that when you were a kid, you learned your pluses, division signs, minus, X's, triangle shapes, you name it, which is all good, and it'll play a part during the video. Of course, you got the globe and lies of a bright future ahead of you, which never actually happened. Then you have TV with celebrities telling you that what you should wear, what you should use, and these are all transgender. Fake wars on TV too. You got the fake politicians, fake actors, fake everything, man. Everything you see on TV is fake. They're your masters, of course. You know this. You will obey every single thing that they tell you to do. Now you got over 1,000 channels to watch for, and you still can't see the truth. The truth is that when you die, the moon is gonna suck you up, delete your memories, and give you your new birth to your new birth mother. Your soul will be literally mailed off to the devil himself, to the Vatican. And you know blood is the most powerful substance. So what they do with it is put bad intentions and to brainwash you all. Fair game, right? I explained in my previous videos on how I opened my eyes, but this is the black sun and how you can't see anything without the black hole sun. And the colors play a important part in nature. The black hole sun, where Jesus places his light. You can't see it, it's in plain sight, it's in everything you do. All you have to do is prick your finger and have a little tiny bit of blood and have the intention to bring forth heaven on earth. Blood thicker than water. Look up blood over intent and spill your blood and wake up. We need 144,000 to make it to the Holy of Holies, to the center of the dish where the black sun lives. Or you can donate to your nearest hospital or organization where your your DNA will be unhexed. You live in a two-dimensional world and you can't see it in plain sight. We know as far as to go up higher, you still can't see heaven. You gotta tell yourself, I was born to survive and burst through the concrete just like life does. See this? This is the concave that everybody's talking about. It's a light bending. So yeah, some morons do have a little bit of common sense. Earth shine is brighter than moonshine. And the higher up you go in elevation, which isn't that high up, is just irrelevant. You're a zombie, you're dead. I recommend sun gazing, grounding. Rocks are conscious. The sun is conscious. The clouds are conscious. Plants are conscious. Water is conscious. The moon is conscious. Even with the menstrual blood, religions will all brainwash you. They all think you're on a fucking planet. Don't fall for it. You're a two-dimensional being. Right here, you can see your soul. You think it goes up to outer space? Or what the fuck? As long as you believe this theory, you're dead. I love you.
Dirty mouth.
So it all starts with sex. Your father places you into the space of your mother. That's the Y chromosome. On the hexagram, that turns into a three-dimensional cube. Then your mother births you into time. That's the X chromosome. You're birthed out of your mother's water onto the dock. And, you know, you have your first year that goes by and you have your birthday where you close your eyes, you make a wish, you focus on the black sun, you blow out the candle, you pull out the candle, you suck off the sweets. It's all pointing to the center of the dish where you get your eternal life. It's all about holes and poles. The spirals, it's on everything, showing you the center of the flat earth plane, the engine of creation. You say, amen. You bow your head in prayer to this black sun. You close your eyes, make a wish for the black sun, throw your coin in the wishing well, you blow on the dice. It's that you're so filthy, Luciferian, satanic. You have gold fever virus. You let people die over this worthless paper backed by your own stupidity. You have vampire virus. You're supposed to be a sun gazer superhuman, not supposed to be eating anything at all. And you have time virus. Time is only for the slaves to get to work on time, pay their taxes on time, get to school on time. It's crazy. You have monster virus. You're lost at sea, officially dead, legally. You have mortality virus, supposed to be drinking from the living waters at the center of the flat earth plane. You have shoe virus. You're disconnected from the earth. You have God virus. You place the power of creation outside of you. You have language virus. Language is what the computer speaks. That's what you program computers with. And language is all magic spells. It all starts with the words. You know, you have an idea in your head and you need to drag it into this reality by writing it down, spilling your blood on it, publishing video proof of it, that you're a living being because you've been Borg assimilated. They took your soul off your foot of birth and now you're a filthy fucking necrophiliac lost at sea. You're a witch. Every word you speak is a magic spell. You're a spellcaster. You know, you see guys putting on wigs and dressing up as girls and then going out to clubs and shit like that. I think they call them queens or something like this. So if that's not magic, trying to pull a magic spell over somebody, just like women put on makeup and, you know, putting on slutty clothes or whatever, you know, I mean, I'm into that because, you know, I'm a guy. Seeing hot chicks in sexy clothes and all that, I'm not going to lie to you. But I can see through what's going on. Everything is magic. And I can see that they've been rubbing the center of the flat earth plane in your face since day one. And somehow you don't see it. But I see it because I have the Holy Spirit. Nobody has to like it. I'm bringing forth heaven on earth, and I got gallons of motherfucking blood on it. And that turns out to be the most powerful substance in the universe. It's called spiritual currency. And until you spill yours up and place it beside my own on YouTube, under the blood over intent, you're lost at sea. You're officially dead. And this fucking world is mine. I'm bringing forth the end of days. We're going to drink from the living waters and get eternal life and pass into the land of perpetual twilight where there is no more night and day. It's fucking perpetual twilight, for heaven's sakes. Is everybody that fucking retarded? They can't see that the end of days is good? That's because you're religion. What military order are you from? Everybody's so filthy retarded. It goes beyond measure. You see this snakehead here, and you see the crowd is sitting inside the mouth of the dragon. And this is the great dragon Typhon, the mother of all creation. And she is located at the very center of the flat earth plane. You see at the top of this map here that one of my blood brothers had pulled out of his books. And you see it points right to where the tree of life is, shooting out of the black hole sun. This is the great drag-on, Typhon, who sucks in the light from the sun and the moon into the Holy of Holies, and out from that hole comes the Aurora Borealis, the great dragon Typhon, the mother of all creation. It's one side of a light hole is a black hole with the green astral jet shooting out. There's literally no way to fuck this up. You'd have to be a filthy fucking retard not to see it. So I recommend you go type in your YouTube search blood over intent, and you scroll down. You see all of your brethren spilling up their spiritual currency to bring forth heaven on earth. And we're placing our blood side by side so that we're all blood thicker than water. And we're going to make an exodus in 2019 to the Holy Grail, Hyperborea. I'm going to lead the way. I see everything, and I don't want anybody's advice. You simply want to place your blood beside my own. We're getting out of here alive, people.
Hey, thanks for joining me. I hope you're doing well. Nuclear bombs are hoaxes that had a dual nature to their existence in the public's mind. There's more than enough information online to sift through. Nuclear bombs were a psychological operation. The first reason was to instill fear in the collective consciousness. The second reason for the nuclear bomb was to give us yet another clue to the center of our plane, the exit hole out of this matrix. The Trinity was the first nuclear explosion test said to have occurred. In the popular photos, there's a dome shape and a type of smoke wall protecting the outer portion of the domed bomb. This is telling us we live in a dome encased by an impassable ice wall, which is somehow holding this dome up. Funny enough, planetariums show us a dome. And this is further rubbing in our face that the luminary bodies are encased within a firmament, a dome. Domes are all throughout architecture. Where did this dome shape come from? It came from above us. One of the definitions of ground zero is the point on the ground directly above or below a nuclear detonation. Here we have ground zero of the Trinity bomb after it was reported to have exploded. We see X marks the spot, just like in many flat Earth exit symbols, and there is a shallow crater in the center. The combination of these factors from the start were telling us with coded images. You live in a dome with an ice wall, and you must get to ground zero, to the center hole. This is new, and we're telling you that it's clear, nuclear. The name Trinity comes from the Holy Trinity. We've been told the Trinity is Father, Son, and Holy Spirit. The Father refers to God the Father, the masculine biblical deity. The God of this plane is actually a goddess. She's feminine. Mother Earth, Lilith, Isis, there's many names we could call her. We were told this is a man to prevent us from connecting with this divine essence. This divine goddess essence originates from the black sun, which is in the underworld paradise, the land of perpetual twilight. The sun is Jesus, and as we should know by now, Jesus is an allegory for the movement of our sun across the zodiac. This is why Jesus has 12 disciples, because there are 12 zodiac signs. The Holy Spirit is the green astral energy that pours out from the black sun in the form of the Aurora Borealis, but it also spreads throughout our plane. They are three in the same, because our two suns are really one sun that only appears fragmented. One side of a light hole is a black hole. Energy cannot be contained. The white sun and the black sun are like an electrical circuit on loop. The white sun powers our physical needs, while the black sun is taking our intent and turning it into reality. So we have black sun, sun, and astral light. This is the true Trinity that's been hidden from us. Both suns are the same, and the astral light comes from the black sun. Now it makes sense that the Holy Trinity is said to represent three parts of the same entity. Again, the definition of ground zero is the point on the ground directly above or below a nuclear detonation, and also the starting point or base for some activity, like when you have a big project and say, guess we'll start at ground zero. Here's some photos of nuclear bombs. What do we see? What does this look like? Maybe the tree of life? The tree of life was a giant organism that used to stand at the center of our plane. In mythology worldwide, the tree of life was said to extend its roots deep into the underworld. This is because its roots came from the center hole, up from the land of perpetual twilight. The tree of life was cut down, and now there stands a mountain which we call Mount Meru. In many depictions of the nuclear bomb, we see a main ring representing our flat plane, with the tree of life shooting out of the center. There are no coincidences here. The nuclear bomb was designed this way, and it's telling us ground zero is directly underneath Polaris at the center of our dome, where the tree of life used to stand. There is the starting point of the vortex, the wormhole that we must go through to achieve everlasting life. The Trinity bomb was said to have gone off on July 7th. Numerologically, we have the date 7-7. In Chaldean numerology, 7 rules the letters O and Z. This spells Oz. The word Oz is known to have been used by L. Frank Baum, author of The Wizard of Oz, as an abbreviation for Osiris. Osiris is the Egyptian god of the afterlife, the god of the underworld. Osiris was commonly depicted as a pharaoh with a complexion of either green or black, and this is because the underworld, the land under this world, is powered by the black sun, which emits the green astral light. It's said that the kings of Egypt, in union with Osiris, would inherit eternal life. Again, you live in a dome. X marks the spot where you must go to, the holy hole at ground zero, where there is zero ground, right beneath where the tree of life used to stand, where you will inherit eternal life through union with Osiris, where the holy trinity of black sun, white sun, and astral light meet. There's oftentimes a distinct golden ring on the above portion of a nuclear explosion. These golden rings are references to the fact that our flat plane has been stripped of gold, and now this gold lies high above the clouds in our atmosphere, where the enormous tree of life would have extended to. According to Zecharia Sitchin, aliens who later became the Sumerian gods came to Earth and genetically engineered humans so we could mine gold for them. The disappearing atmosphere of their home planet Nibiru is said to have needed gold or else it would break down. We already know that the Earth is an enclosed flat plane, meaning space does not exist, meaning aliens are a lie. Sitchin is obviously a disinformation agent, but at the same time, his false teachings have interwoven many truths scattered throughout. Nibiru has also been called Planet X. In 2003, we were given this infrared photo of Planet X. We see a black orb emitting green energy, and the energy shapes 2 horns around the black orb. They're telling us this is the divine feminine goddess, the black sun and the green astral energy. We see horns because the goddess is often depicted with horns. Isis has horns, and Lilith has horns. So Sitchin actually meant that our own atmosphere, the atmosphere of the divine goddess, required gold. So where has the gold gone to? The Meissner effect is the expulsion of a magnetic field around a superconductive object. This can allow the object to levitate. The Meissner effect is also known as quantum levitation. In this video of quantum levitation, we see that gold is the protective coating for the superconductive material. This puck is also made of crystal. The superconductive material needs a cold area, and therefore the magnetic field is able to decrease. To put simply, when this lack of a magnetic field interacts with the conductive material, gold and crystals, it's able to levitate. In our own atmosphere, there is a decrease in the magnetic field's intensity the higher the altitude gets, and there's also a decrease in temperature. As I explained in my video Crystal Caves, the roots of these giant trees that extended across our plane were filled with crystals. These were silica-based life forms, and silica is the main component in crystals. What I'm trying to say is with the combination of gold, crystals, and a high altitude with a low magnetic field, it would be absolutely possible to maintain golden cities in the sky. All caves used to be filled with crystals. Now most of them are empty. These crystals were a part of the roots of the giant silica-based trees that filled our plane, which have been cut down. And all of the gold is gone. A quick search will show you that nobody has the answer for where all the gold is. Some say it's locked in secret vaults, and the amount is always undisclosed. We've been mining gold for thousands of years, so all of this combined, that's a lot of material that none of us have ever seen. The reason is because there are beings in the sky, perhaps giants, who have used this material to use the Meissner effect to make their cities levitate high above the clouds. And this is why nuclear explosions show us golden rings high where the tree of life would have extended to. A few years ago in China, we were given photos of what the media was calling a city in the sky. The photos show golden rays in the atmosphere. This was shown to us for a reason. The yoni is a stylized representation of female genitalia, representing the goddess Shakti. Shakti is the Hindu personification of the Great Mother. Shakti has assumed different roles throughout history, including Kali, Durga, and Sati. On the yoni, we see 3 rectangular levels surrounding a middle square, representative of the cosmic womb. In Hindu philosophy, yoni is the origin of life. From Central America, we have the Hunab Ku symbol. It symbolizes the source, the womb of creation. The Hunab Ku represented the gateway to new forms of consciousness. The Hunab Ku symbol is oftentimes called the galactic butterfly. The Mayan god Itzpapalotl is a representation of our black sun and is also represented by a butterfly. This is because the black sun transforms our intent into reality, just like how butterflies are transformed from caterpillars. It's said that Itzpapalotl wore an invisible cloak so no one could see her, meaning the black sun is currently out of our physical perception. She is ruler of Tamuanchan. According to the Florentine Codex of Sahagun, Tamuanchan means we go down to our home. Tamuanchan, ruled by Itzpapalotl, is a paradise for the gods. This paradise being down, home of the gods, Itzpapalotl being the transformative butterfly, this is all talking about the paradise beneath our feet, where the physical black sun resides, through the cosmic womb, the hole at the center of our plane. Like the name Tamuanchan means, we go down to our home. Let's get back to Ground Zero. I'm sure a lot of you were thinking about the 9/11 memorial in New York titled Ground Zero. At the memorial, we have 2 black cube fountains. The water in both are falling into a center abyss. NASA shows us a hexagon on Saturn. And like I've said in previous videos, we're inside of Saturn right now. The Star of David is representative of this hexagon, and it's everywhere around us in various forms. The cube turned on an angle is seen within the hexagon. We're inside of the hexagon, inside of the cube right now. The Saturn hexagon, which is also a cube, is the instrumental location of this reality's projection. And because we live inside of the projection, you could say we're inside of the cube. Ground Zero not only is a black cube, but is very similar to the yoni, the womb of creation. This monument is telling us the same story. Go to the center. Ground Zero, as the Trinity bomb already established, is right below where the Tree of Life used to stand, in the center of our plane. Through this opening is where those of us with original bodies will leave the cube. This matrix is the hexagon, which is the cube. Ground Zero is like the inverse of the Kaaba at Mecca. So while the Kaaba represents staying in the cube, Ground Zero represents leaving the cube through the womb of creation. Here are the coordinates of the Ground Zero monument. Reduced once, we get the numbers 21 and 7. Both of these numbers divide evenly by 7, so we get 3. 3 is the Trinity. 7-7 is Oz, the land of Osiris. And to enter this land, we must go where there is zero ground, the holy opening. The mythical paradise of Hyperborea is through this opening. Hyper means beyond, and Borea refers to the aurora borealis that shoots out of the